Hi, I'm Gemma Goldenberg and I'm one of the co-authors of Powering Up Your School. If you're already familiar with the Learning Power approach and Guy Claxton's previous work, you'll already know that it's about creating an education that goes beyond box ticking and hoop jumping and offers young people every opportunity to develop personal skills and habits and attributes alongside acquiring knowledge, to ensure that young people have a really well-rounded education and a really deep understanding of what good learning looks like and feels like. If you're a school leader that's on board with the Learning Powered approach, but you're not sure how to implement it at your school, or if you've already made a start but it's fallen by the wayside, or you're not sure which step to take next, then our book should act as a really useful companion to guide you through each step of the journey in embedding this at your school. I've read a lot of books about education that are really good at explaining why you should take on board a certain approach, but they don't always explain fully how you should do that. So we've really tried to make sure that this book is as practical and clear-cut as possible. We know that school leaders have a huge workload and not much time for reading, so we want to make sure that the time you invest in reading this book reaps as much practical and useful advice as possible. Across all the authors of this book, we've worked in all different kinds of schools with all different age groups, and authors have also taught in different parts of the world. So we try to not just share the theory of this approach, but really get into the nitty-gritty of how this came to fruition in our various schools, and that includes the challenges that we faced as well. We don't want to gloss over the things that can go wrong when you're trying to make changes in a school. That is a difficult process. So just as we try and encourage students to be honest about their challenges and reflect on their learning, we've gone through the same process when we were writing this book. So we address how to support staff that might be resistant or reluctant to taking on board something new, how to make sure this isn't just another fad, and we also think about avoiding unnecessary workload and avoiding teachers feeling like they're under scrutiny. This book isn't just about how to teach students differently, although it does cover that. It's really about how to change the fabric of your school and your school culture so that your approach to staff development, your policies, your routines and structures and your ethos are all aligned with the Learning Power approach in a really authentic and genuine way. When you get that right and you have the Learning Powered approach running through the veins of your school, it really changes the education that you're offering, and that can be life-changing for pupils and for staff. It is a shift that takes a lot of careful thought and a lot of planning, but this book really should get leaders on the way there and provide a really useful guide. I think it would be a really good book to use as part of a study group or a book club if you know other school leaders that are embarking on the same journey. I'm really proud to have worked on this book. I can't help wishing that somebody else had done it before me though, so that I had this to guide me when I was implementing this at my school. But I hope you find it really useful. I think you will, and I'd love to know how you get along. So if you do buy and read the book, please leave a review or get in touch to let us know how you've got on with implementing this at your school. Bye.